From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today's Wednesday. It's June 29th, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Paige Learnard, and we are at the Wayne Regional Agriculture Fairgrounds in Western Town.
Western Town there, partners, buckaroos and buckarettes. Howdy. Howdy.
Wayne Alley.
I know. Well, you know, you kind of get in that Western spirit and you want to go out and ride a horse, you know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay. It's the 29th. And the Parks and Recreation Department, man, they are just on fire. They got so many things going on. Of course, today's Wednesday. That means the farmers market is open at Herman Park. The farmers market open all day at Herman Park every Wednesday and every Friday. Fresh produce and a whole bunch of other stuff and some nice people to go out there and deal with. Buy local, buy fresh, buy the Goldsboro Farmers Market at Herman Park, okay? Also, the Stony Creek Skate Competition getting underway in, I believe, in July. And the date has not been announced yet, but this is coming up next month, coming up quick. So it's if you're a skateboarder and you feel like you can be competitive, then you want to contact the Parks and Recreation Office about this. There'll be 3 age brackets for skateboarding and BMX, okay? BMX. Anyway, don't ask me how to spell it. Anyway, first prize awards given for first, second, and third place in each category. All right, so contact the Parks and Recreation Department, and that phone number is, I happen to have, around here somewhere, 919-739-7480. 919-739-7480, okay? Coming up tomorrow at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, Colonel Christopher Sage will assume command of the 4th Fighter Wing during a change of command ceremony at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. It happens at 0900 tomorrow morning. And during the ceremony, Colonel Mark Slocum, commander of the 4th Fighter Wing since June of 2014, will relinquish command to Colonel Sage and assume his new position as Director of U.S. Air Force in Europe at Royal Air Force Mildenhall in the United Kingdom. Major General Scott Zobrist, 9th Air Force Commander, will preside over that ceremony. Now, Sage, who served at Seymour Johnson on 2 previous assignments, was most recently the Senior Military Assistant to the Deputy Chairman of the NATO Military Committee in Brussels. He was stationed there from December 94 to December 95 for F-15E Strike Eagle pilot training, and then again in 2004 to 2007 as a member of the 336th Fighter Squadron. So we wish Colonel Slocum the best, and we welcome Colonel Sage to Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Again. Okay? That's tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock during change of command ceremonies. Now, have you anything, ma'am?
Go Wayne Go has their summer walk, which is this Thursday.
Aha.
You will meet at the courthouse steps, and once you finish your walk, you can go downtown to Center Street Jam, which will be Hip Pocket.
Hip Pocket? It's not Hot Pocket, is it?
No,
it's
Hip Pocket.
Hot Pocket. Hip Pocket. Okay, those are hip guys and persons. Yes. Okay, that's right, Hip Pocket. And then on July 14th, by the way, July 14th, 2 big things are happening on July 14th. Number 1 is the groundbreaking ceremony at the corner of New Hope Road and Wayne Memorial Drive for our new Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center, groundbreaking ceremony there, at 10 o'clock in the morning that day, July 14th. And then that evening, everybody will celebrate with the Band of Oz at Center Street Jam. That's 2 weeks from this Thursday. Okay. Do-die. Also, tomorrow morning, a breakfast, a special breakfast, the first annual Memorial Judged Hymn, Fine and Prayer Breakfast, sponsored by the Wayne County Bar Association. That's tomorrow morning at 7:30. Goes for about an hour. And this will be taking place at St. Paul United Methodist Church in the Fellowship Hall there. Judge Tim Finan passed away last year, and we sorely miss him. Tomorrow morning, 7:30. This is at 204 East Chestnut Street at St. Paul United Methodist Church, 7:30 tomorrow morning. Now, donations may be made and will be accepted for the St. Paul Scholarship Fund. And if you have any questions, you can contact Attorney Jeff Holtz. And Jeff is at, his email is Holtz, H-U-L-S-E, at HBHK Law. HBHKlaw.com. All right. What do you have, lady?
The Wayne County Board. The Wayne County Board of Elections has announced that you can vote by mail this year.
Right.
You can request a ballot from the Wayne County Board of Elections, not education, elections. You can call them at 731-1411, or you can download the form at waynevotes.com.
You can.
Yes.
waynevotes.com. You can actually download your absentee ballot. Boy, that's great. That sure makes it easy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, is that open now?
Yes, they can request a ballot today.
Okay, excellent news there. All right, Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course is at just off of Slocum, South Slocum there at Eden Place. The Goldsboro Country Club is no longer. It's now the Goldsboro Event Center. It's been refurbished, rebuilt, redone, re-everythinged. It's just a beautiful place to go, and that's where the pro shop is now. You can go in there and that's where that's your pro shop. That's where you go to play golf. The prices are unbelievably low. It's a municipal golf course, but it's one of the finer courses you'll play. It is. It's a fine course, and you can go online and get information at GMGC, Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course, gmgcgolf.com, and get more information. They're also on Facebook at GMGC Golf, GMGC Golf. And on Saturdays and Sundays after 2 o'clock, they play foot golf. Foot golf, a new sport combining soccer and golf. To play, players use a soccer ball on a traditional golf course. Cups are 21 inches in diameter. Rules are very similar to golf. All right. Anyway, find out more about that at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. A lot of fun, and they have a fantastic driving range as well. Okay. So are we ready to go?
We're ready.
We're going to go to our next part of the program, and we'll be back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we're in Mount Olive at Town Hall here, and we're here talking with Town Manager Mr. Charles Brown. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Charles, always good to see you.
Good to see you.
The announcement has been made. Mount Olive has acquired a service here in southern Wayne County that will have, in fact, an effect on the surrounding counties as well. Tell me about this, Charles. What's going on?
Well, we've been fortunate enough to have Vidant Healthcare station a life flight helicopter here at Mount Olive Airport on a permanent basis. It's a 24/7 service. They'll have round-the-clock crew, 2 paramedics and a pilot here 24/7. We are providing hangar space for them. We actually are leasing them space at our airport. We're providing temporary housing for their crews right now. They will eventually bring in more permanent housing for them. And they'll have the life flight helicopter or air medical here 24/7. They also have a transport vehicle in the case of inclement weather. If they can't get the aircraft up, they've got another vehicle that they can transport emergency calls. And they really can, from here, they can serve Wayne, Duplin, Sampson, and Johnston County. So we are delighted to have them here. It's something we've been working on for several months, really, and we finally just put the finishing touches on everything on Friday afternoon. And Monday morning at 9 o'clock, they were up and operational and done their pre-flights and had everybody ready to go.
Now, they're located here at the Mount Olive Airport, which is in southern Wayne County,
Right.
which is about the center of what the location you were talking about.
Well, it is. It's ideally located.
Yeah.
if you stop and think about Mount Olive's location, people have asked me before about, getting to Raleigh and Wilmington. We're really equidistant from some of the major metropolitan areas in the state. Greenville, Raleigh, Wilmington, Fayetteville.
Right.
So we're really in an ideal location.
It is. So the Vidant helicopter here, and you said, what kind of crew members are we talking about? How many people are involved?
Well,
here?
there's three. They're three-member crews. They'll work 12-hour shifts, and there'll be 2 paramedics and a pilot on each crew. And I think they're probably cross-trained. But anyway, they're available, and as I said, they're available 24/7. So they're there all the time.
So when there is a call for this sort of transportation, that means something pretty serious has been going on.
Well, that's right. I mean, if you need those guys, you need them in a hurry.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea with the aircraft being out there. And as I said, we've got the backup transportation in the event that they can't fly.
Now, how did this come about? Did they come to you? Or?
They actually approached us, and we had to kind of make some arrangements. We're in the process of building a new 100 by 100 foot hangar out there, but that is not, we haven't started construction on that yet. So we had to kind of make some adjustments to accommodate them in a hangar, but we've done that. We're actually, the crews right now are using our pilot's lounge out there for temporary housing until we get, they'll actually bring in a mobile unit and have a little more spacious accommodations for them, and they're working on that now. But they did approach us. We're delighted to work with them. Got a great group of people. The aircraft is actually owned and operated by Metro Air out of Louisiana. But I've met all the folks out there. They're great people to work with and very well qualified. And we're not only proud to have them out there, it's a kind of a good feeling to have that kind of services close by.
Exactly. Now, do you have they informed you as to the amount of time it takes to get between here and Vidant in Greenville?
They have not, but with the equipment they've got, the aircraft, it's not going to take long.
No.
So I'm thinking it's 15-20 minute flight at the most.
Wow,
So, yeah.
I would think so, which is a far cry from what the alternative would be.
Well, yeah, I mean it cuts your transport time at least in half.
Yeah,
So
at least.
So, yeah.
Wow, well, that's pretty great. So you mentioned that the big 100 by 100 hangar. What's the timeline on that?
We hope to begin construction possibly in the fall of this year, no later than the first of next year, we hope. So that'll provide us, we have a fixed base operator who is also a very accomplished aircraft mechanic, and he is very much in demand. Services some pretty important aircraft. People that come from Charlotte all over the state to have him service their aircraft. And so we need more space for him to work.
Okay.
Because as his business grows, we just need more space for him to operate out.
So this 100 by 100 hangar is multi-purpose, multi-use. It's not specific to the helicopter.
No. Actually, the helicopter will be housed in a different hangar.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this will be a multi-use. It'll be capable of handling large aircraft, a single very large aircraft. Or up to 3 smaller ones. So and it'll also provide us with an additional maintenance facility.
All right. Well, Charles, congratulations on the addition to the Mount Olive Airport there. That's wonderful news.
And just a note on the Mount Olive Airport, and nobody calls it this, but the official name of the Mount Olive Airport is Yeager Field.
Yes, it is. After Chuck Yeager.
It was dedicated with General Chuck Yeager was here in 1970, and it was dedicated to General Chuck Yeager. Right. So we will probably, I think with everything we've got going on, I've actually approached my board about that we need to emphasize that name more because
that's a good idea.
just to have his name on that airport.
Yeah.
So.
It's certainly an American hero many times over.
That's exactly right. Yes, sir.
Right. And former commander at the base.
That's
Seymour
correct.
Johnson
In fact,
here.
he was commander at the base, I believe, when they dedicated the field in his name.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Charles Brown is town manager here in the town of Mount Olive. And Charles, I appreciate you speaking with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Appreciate you making the trip down.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television on this Wednesday, midweek already. It's the 29th of the month, and we're at the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds on Highway 117 South here in Goldsboro. Actually, this is Dudley. This is a Dudley address. That's okay. Wayne Regional Agricultural Fair, they have events all year long. Coming up, the next big one they have will be the fair. The Wayne Regional Fair coming up at the end of September, early October. It goes for 10 full days, and I'll tell you what, it's one of the finest in North Carolina. One of the finest county fairs in North Carolina. Won many, many, many awards. Every year they just bring home the bacon. With that's a joke. They bring home the bacon because they have lots of. Anyway, they win a lot of awards out here, and that's no joke. So Eddie Pitzer and his tremendous staff doing a great job here at the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds. Now, the Arts Council of Wayne County continuing with many, many programs. I'm going to skip over to toward the end of July. There's a great program called Back to the Future. You can learn drawing techniques to create a wonderful portrait of yourself in a future summer. I don't know how they do that, but it'll be done. All right, the fee is $90 per child, and this is a summer workshop, summer camp for children. Back to the Future with Anna Hajar. And you can learn drawing techniques to create a wonderful portrait of yourself in a future summer. Also, that same week, Public Artworks with Allison Taylor. Leave your mark on downtown by taking part in these cool group projects. Campers will decorate a bench and a trash can for display outside the Arts Council of Wayne County office there. And that's at the corner of John and Walnut Street in downtown Goldsboro. All right, great. Let's see now. We'll take a look at birthdays now, shall we?
Go ahead.
All right, birthdays for today. Today is the 29th. Carol Williams having a birthday. The actress is 91 today. Robert Evans, 86. Gary Busey, kind of a wild sort of guy, constantly falling off motorcycles. But he bounces right back. He's 72 today. He's been around a while. 72, can you believe that? And he's still acting kind of. Anyway, Richard Lewis, funny guy, is 69 today. Fred Grandy was on the Love Boat. You remember the Love Boat on TV? He was the purser on the ship, and I don't remember his character's name, but he was there, and he is 68 years today. He also went on to get into politics. He's, I think, a representative from his state. Sharon Lawrence. I remember Sharon Lawrence from several things, but specifically from NYPD Blue. She played Andy Sipowitz's love interest, and they either got married or were going to get married, and then she was murdered in a courthouse one day by a disgruntled client. So that ended her career on NYPD Blue right there. But she has a North Carolina connection, or she did. She was the daughter, or is the daughter, of a fellow by the name of Tom Lawrence. And Tom Lawrence was on WRAL TV and Channel 5 in Raleigh for many years. But that's his daughter, Sharon Lawrence. Also, is that right? That's right. Also, having a birthday, she's 55 today. Having a birthday is Emily Skinner's 46 today, and those are the birthdays we have for today. How are we doing?
We're good.
We're good, okay. Today's trivia question. The category is native languages, if you will, okay? The question is, Gurang Gurang, Gabi Gabi, Wagga Wagga, Wimba Wimba, and Yitha Yitha are all native languages, names of native languages from what country? If you're in this country, you can speak Gabi Gabi, and people would know what you're saying. Or Wagga Wagga, or Wimba Wimba, or Yitha Yitha, or Gurang Gurang. Don't ask me how to spell them. Okay, very good. Are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, we're going to go to our next segment. We'll be back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we have Wayne County animal advocates with us. Here's Duffy Fleming. Hi, Duffy. It's good to see you again.
Good morning, Wayne. How
Good
are
morning.
you?
I'm doing great because I'm in good company here. Would you introduce our friends?
I certainly would. Who wouldn't want to be in company of all these beautiful women?
I know.
We're
Okay.
talking about the dogs.
Oh, yeah, them too. Yes, of
Okay,
course.
all right.
Of course, I knew that.
Well, we have Luzelli over here
Hi, Luzelli.
with Little Ma.
Little Ma.
And Caroline Saylor. She's one of our youngest animal volunteers
Hi,
and
Caroline.
advocates.
Hi.
And we have Kimmy over here
Hi, Kimmy.
with
Hi.
Jules.
This is Jules.
Jules? Jules? Jules is looking at somebody walking down the steps, aren't you? Jules is comfortable now.
Yes, she is.
Yes. Jules is a little shy.
She's a little shy.
Yeah. Until she gets used to you.
Yeah, exactly. Once she starts getting used to you, then she starts warming up.
Duffy, this time of year, we have had a lot of heat.
Thank
Weather.
goodness we're not in Phoenix.
I know, yeah, it's really bad out there. But here in Wayne County, we've had our turn with the heat. But now, what happens when the heat goes up like this? What do you do with your pets?
Well, it's very important, Wayne, to take care of your animals just like you would your children or yourself in the heat. We recommend, the National Humane Society, everyone recommends that you keep your pet in ample shade, give them plenty of water. Never, ever, ever leave them in a parked car, even with the windows cracked, even with the air conditioning running. Don't ever leave your pet in a car. You wouldn't leave your child in a hot car, so certainly do not leave an animal in a hot car.
So that would call for a little pre-planning. If you know you're going to go somewhere, and if you know you're going to get out of your vehicle, don't have your pet with you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just a little common sense goes a long way and can save a life.
Exactly. Of course, now I would have to think that if there's someone with you, you could leave the pet in the car with the person. But do not leave the pet in the car by itself. Just common sense.
It's very dangerous. You know, along with, even with the humidity, can affect an animal in the heat, just like it affects us. So, yes, a little common sense goes a long way in pet safety.
Okay, now let's get back to your pet at home. Shade, you got to have shade.
Even we have a really great cheat sheet here from the National Humane Society. It says, don't rely on a fan. A fan is not sufficient. Ample shade and water, even a tarp, provides good. If they have to be outside, a tarp.
A tarp to cover.
A tarp to provide the shade.
Right.
Airflow can move through. That's helpful. Trees. I mean, trees are wonderful shade. You get airflow. I mean, it's nice under here today so far.
It is.
Yes.
So make sure you have plenty of shade. Most importantly is having enough water.
Absolutely.
gotta have
Absolutely
water.
water. Animals need to stay hydrated just like humans do.
And then I would have to think if I was lying outside under a tree somewhere and trying to stay cool, I would want a lot of water. Make sure your pet has a lot of water, because in this kind of weather, they need a lot of water to hydrate. Because once your dog starts to dehydrate, he's headed for trouble.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So if someone knows of someone perhaps who may not be treating their pet as well as they should, what should they do?
They can contact animal control, and an animal control officer can go out and I've called animal control before with a concern about a dog being out in the heat, and they responded quickly and went out and checked on the dog and the owner, and even followed up with them. So animal control will absolutely respond to an animal in need.
It just simply takes common sense, and it takes being a responsible pet owner. And unfortunately, sometimes people are not always thinking as they should.
No, they're not. But I do know what people do a lot of, and they go on Facebook. So we have all of these tips we shared from the Humane Society on our Facebook page, the Wayne County Animal Advocates. If you want some helpful reminders, they're right there, right at your fingertips.
Excellent. Facebook, Wayne County Animal Advocates. Duffy Fleming and friends, and we appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wayne County wants to improve internet services throughout the community. We need you to take a broadband survey. Visit waynegov.com and access the survey link from the current topics on the home page. The survey is open until July 1st. Surveys are at the main library in Goldsboro, the Steele Memorial Library in Mount Olive, the Pikeville Library, the Fremont Library, the Wayne County Tax Office, and the Wayne County Planning Department. To take the survey by telephone or have it mailed, call 919-731-1650, 919-731-1650. Today, Sergeant Paige Learnard of Crime Stoppers comes in to tell us about the latest crime of the week, and I am glad you're here.
Thank you as always for having me.
I'm glad you're here. What's the latest?
Well, I wanted to talk about a break-in that happened on June 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
There is a residence located, we're just going to say, in 800 block of 11th Street. Apparently, what appears to be more than likely more than one person broke into this residence and did $20,000 at least worth of damage to the inside. And while they were there, they decided to steal a TV and some additional items. But you know, the main thing that we are concerned about, obviously, is the break-in and the fact that, you know, we have a homeowner that has $20,000 worth of damage.
Right.
And it was extensive. And so we would like anybody that's got any information about this person or these people to come forward and tell us, you know, what they know or what they've heard. We'd like to definitely prosecute this case.
So you're looking for information, well, it could be from anybody.
Right.
Maybe someone who knows the perpetrators, who heard them bragging about it, as they often do, or something
That's
like
right.
that. Or it may be somebody around 11th Avenue or 11th Street.
Exactly. You know, somewhere up in that area, and you know, the North William, 11th Street area, somewhere up in that vicinity. But, you know, a lot of times, you know, when you've got people that go in and just do a lot of damage, you know, and their mission is not necessarily to steal items, but to just do a lot of damage, you know, you can kind of funnel what you're looking for, or maybe have an idea of what you're looking for, but, you know, you're still dealing with property damage, and the owners are, you know, upset, and, you know, some important things were in there.
And this was June 2nd?
This was June 2nd of this year, and we're just hoping anybody out there's got any information.
But we don't have a time of day because nobody knew that this was going on.
Yeah, June 2nd is actually when the property owner located the damage, and they're not at this residence every day, so we don't have the specific time that the damage was done.
Yeah, okay.
So,
well, the numbers are crawling across the bottom of the screen there, right there, and if you happen to know anything at all, regardless of how big or how small you think this information is, contact Crime Stoppers, and that number 919-735-2255 or 222, that is 919-222-4230.
all right.
To text, right?
That's right.
All right. Sergeant Paige Learnard of Crime Stoppers, and I appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. We're here at the Bank of Sandspur. I mean, let me tell you where we are right now there, partners. We're at the Bank of Sandspur. We're going to make ourselves a withdrawal. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I don't have any money in there. Anyway, partners, today, got to tell you about some of the camps offered by 4-H to the youngsters, and that's this one right here, right? Well, that's today. Today, between 9 and 12, at a cost of only $5, 5 to 8-year-old youngsters will explore the human body. The human body is an amazing study. You'll learn how the different body systems work together to make us special. Discussing the brain, the skin, the circulatory system, the respiratory system, the digestive system, the muscular system, and the skeleton. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah. You know, when a baby's born, that baby ends up in a short amount of time with more bones than an adult does have? Somewhere along the lines, yeah. You know, there's 206 bones in the foot. Is that right? Or is that in the whole body? That's anyway, go and find out. If you're between the ages of 5 and 8, learn more than I know, okay? About everything. Okay, the American Red Cross, urging eligible donors to donate blood now to help maintain the blood supply around Independence Day. Boy, that's coming. Oh, by the way, Independence Day coming up this Monday. I'm sure I do not have to remind you that you need to be wearing your seatbelt as you travel about. I heard someone say that more than 30 million people will be traveling. Not only though, everybody will be celebrating 4th of July, but they'll be traveling, over 30 million. That's over 10% of the American public, traveling away from home during the 4th of July weekend. So wear your seatbelt. I'm not concerned about your driving abilities. I'm concerned about those people, the other people. They don't know how to drive. Use caution, use extreme caution, drive defensively. You know how to drive, but they don't. So watch out what those cars around you are doing, okay? Make sure you're wearing your seatbelt. But we will have this coming Monday, we'll have a best of on this program. We'll take the day off, okay?
Okay.
Is that all right?
That sounds
Okay.
good.
Coming up on July 7th in Eureka, the Eureka United Methodist Church will be the location of a Red Cross blood drive between 2 and 6:30 p.m. That's on July 7th, okay? In Goldsboro on July 9th at the bridge on North Berkeley Boulevard between 9 and 1:30, 9 o'clock in the morning on July 9th. Today at the Senior Center on this 29th, this Wednesday, the arthritis exercise program at 10:15, devotional study at 10:30. In the computer lab, the computer study, tutor for computer in the computer lab, that's at 10 o'clock. The Senior Center birthday party at 11:45. Oh boy, woohoo. Oh, did you see?
The
you know
what?
Senior Center birthday party at 11:45. Did you see on the news, and I mentioned this one day last week, or earlier this week, that the song Happy Birthday to You had been copyrighted for many, many, many years. All right?
Yeah.
And that if you sang it, you had to pay a royalty, or you were supposed to. I don't think anybody did. But somebody did. They paid royalty to a company. And now this company has been requested to release that copyright, and they have. So now it's legal for you to sing Happy Birthday to You without paying a royalty fee. I know everybody's happy about that. Happy birthday to you.
I know.
Okay. I know it's a while away yet. Anyway, what? Also, women's billiards, which is what you'd like to throw at me right now.
No doubt.
Beginner's bridge at 2 o'clock. Okay, women's billiards at 1 o'clock. A jewelry group at 12:30. There you go. Okay. Happy. No, never mind. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the broadband survey.
The broadband survey. Yeah, only a couple of days left on that. All right, tell me about it.
Yes. Internet service, if you do or if you don't have it, please fill out the broadband survey. You can go to wangov.com, scroll down to current topics. The broadband link is there for you to click on. You can call planning office at 731-1650. You can go to your local libraries, fill the forms out there. The Wayne County Tax Office has the forms, but you have until July 1st.
That's right.
Which is just a couple of days.
And whether you have service or not, it will be a tremendous help if you go ahead and fill that out. There's only 11 questions, and depending on how you answer some of these questions, if you answer them a certain way, you'll skip over other questions and go straight to the end.
Yes.
All right, we appreciate that. Thank you. The answer to today's trivia question. Let's see now. That trivia question was a little weird. It was really different. Had to do with native languages, Gurung, Gabi, Gabi, and all that kind of stuff. The answer to today's trivia question is, in what nation would you be standing if you spoke or heard those languages spoken? Gabi, Gabi, Wimba, Wimba, and something else. Githa, Githa is another one. Where are you? You are in Australia. I don't know this, but I would have to guess that those are languages of the indigenous people there. All right? I would have to guess. So anyway, let's do this tomorrow. This was fun. Wasn't this fun?
Yes, it was.
This was fun. We're going to do it again bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll be right here. Don't forget, this program repeats again today at noon, and then it re-repeats again today at 5:30 p.m. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this, from the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds, is Wayne Goldsboro Television.